Look, we haven't done this in a while, so we're just going to try and ease back into the routine. Hello and welcome to Exploring Tech. I am Dominic Mulligan, and this week, country-turned-pop superstar Taylor Swift has pulled all of her music off Spotify in the wake of her recent 1989 album release. In the past, the singer has held off on publishing towards the platform, only releasing her previous album Red after it had been available on iTunes and, this says CD, whatever that is, for a number of weeks. Look, this time though, she's actually pulled her entire back catalogue off in addition to not releasing the new album on Spotify. There is no Taylor Swift on Spotify. Initially, Swift was quiet on the matter, but in an interview with Yahoo, she slammed streaming music. Everything new, like Spotify, all feels to me a bit like a grand experiment, and I'm not willing to contribute my life's work to an experiment that I don't feel fairly compensates the writers, producers, artists and creators of this music. And I just don't agree with perpetuating the perception that music has no value and should be free. U2's Bono has come out to defend Spotify, saying it isn't an issue of what Spotify is paying, but rather where that money's going once it reaches the record labels. The real enemy is not between digital downloads or streaming. The real enemy, the real fight, is between opacity and transparency. When people pick on Spotify, Spotify are giving up 70% of all their revenue to rights owners. It's just that people don't know where the money is because the record labels haven't been transparent. U2 released their latest album, Songs of Innocence, for free on iTunes, but the band doesn't believe in free music either. They were paid by Apple for the deal. And of course, that is the issue. Spotify offers an ad-free tier in addition to its subscription services. The album is still available on Beats Music Audio and Google Play All Access, all of which offer no free option. The simple fact is, Spotify is one of the largest music streaming services in the world, and Swift would very much prefer it that their 40 million users buy her album instead. How she avoids saying that is quite interesting. I felt like I was saying to my fans, if you create music someday, if you create a painting someday, someone can just walk into a museum, take it off the wall, rip off a corner of it, and it's theirs now and they don't have to pay for it. That's not a very good analogy, Taylor, or remotely accurate. It's more akin to a young artist playing at a music club trying to get discovered.
The very real and very famous Bluebird Cafe, where some of country's biggest stars got their start.
This is my first time playing at the Bluebird.
Like a young Taylor Swift.
I'll keep writing songs about you.
In the end, it all comes down to this. It really is still up for debate whether this is actual progress or whether this is taking the word music out of the music industry. Wrong word there, Taylor. Music's going to be fine. It's the industry that's changing, and it might just leave you behind someday. Microsoft has open sourced .NET and is taking it cross-platform. Earlier this week, the software giant announced at their Connect event that the development platform will be extended to both Linux and OS X, and that developers will be able to target a number of platforms including Android and iOS. They also released a new version of Visual Studio, the Community Edition, which is fully featured and free for any non-enterprise application development. This is great news from Microsoft. It will open up .NET languages like C# for cross-platform applications, and with any luck, it might just finally kill off Java, which would be tremendous. And also, Microsoft Office is now free on iOS and Android, so that's good news if you want to edit documents on those platforms. And that is all of the tech news that we've got for today. I'm sorry it was so short. But thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please let us know in the comments below or on Twitter and Facebook. Links to those are in the description. We're at Exploring Tech and /Exploring Tech on those. But as I said, links are in the description. If you enjoy these and want to see more, please let us know, and I will hopefully, definitely see you next week. Take care.